All right. Hi, everybody. My name is MaryAnna. Just to remind you of that, I am in the Colorado Springs, Colorado area. And just to also, sorry, I'll quit shuffling my tarot deck. Just to also remind you, an energy reader is a psychic, an evidential medium, an evidential animal communicator, and a nonverbal communicator all rolled into one. I also do teach it. You can find out about my classes or more information about me at soul, S-O-U-L, circle, C-I-R-C-L-E .VIP, like very important people or very important pets. It replaces .com, so it's .VIP. Very important people. What else? I do have some classes coming up. I have animal communication classes coming up. It does start July 31st. That is a night of instruction and a night of circle. Those are in person, but on Zoom. And you get me every week, as well as Q&As every week, as well as circles every week. I am on TikTok under MaryAnna _energy_ reader. I am on YouTube as MaryAnna Energy Reader or Energy Reader MaryAnna. You'll get there with pretty much any of it. And I'm on Instagram and Facebook. So while we wait for a caller, I just wanted to remind everyone that readings, whether those are psychic, animal, and or mediumship, are just one part of your larger due diligence. There are a lot of people out there that will tell you to trust your intuition and never give you the caveats, never give you the buts, because we have intuition plus life experience. And some of us have some trauma from past experiences that can interfere with our own personal intuition. A lot of times when we're doing this work, it doesn't interfere with the people we read for, but it can interfere with ours because of fear, because of past traumas, because of a lot of different things. So I just want to remind everyone out there that a reading is just part of a larger due diligence when you're making decisions. And even readers can't always trust their intuition. Otherwise, I would have won the lottery and you might not be talking to me right now. So I just wanted to remind everybody of that. Intuition is really about experience, questions, verification, and your other due diligence. The T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. Also, just because a reader told you something, I remember a story from one reader who was a teacher one time who said he went out and sold his house based on something a psychic told him. And not 2 weeks later, after he signed the paperwork, the house property value in his neighborhood went up by about a few $100,000. So just because you hear it from a psychic doesn't always necessarily mean that that energy is for that particular moment. You have to do your other due diligence. Do we have a caller yet? All right, I don't think we do. So we can go on and we're going to talk about how animals see reincarnation and death. One of the things is that I am an animal communicator. I also do teach it. I am very passionate about the animal communication, which at its lowest level is telepathy. Animals don't necessarily see death the same way we do. We grieve deeply, and they do grieve as well, especially when they lose their animal companions, but they don't do it in quite the same way. They do tend to see it more of a transition from one energy form to another. Our animals tend to stay with us in energy form after passing. I do a lot of readings where I'm like, I feel like this energy is still with you, and I will give information that they then validate, especially if they still have animals at home that still interact with the passed over animals. Do animals reincarnate? They do. They do. And I think it's an exciting thing, and I'm starting to wonder, we do have a caller. Crystal, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. What can we do for you today?
I was just hoping for a reading to see if my fiance comes through.
Okay, so if he comes through as in actually getting married?
No, he passed away on June 13th.
Okay, all right. Don't give me any more. So this is Crystal, and you want to talk to your fiance. All right, Crystal. I'll give you a little bit of information. And if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. I can always be wrong. I just want to caveat that to everyone. If I'm wrong, it's okay. I do get a handsome man with dark hair, and I kind of get a little bit of somewhat of olive skin, or he would have tanned very easily. Would you understand this description?
Yeah.
Okay. I also get, I want to say I'm maybe under 6 feet tall, but with my shoes, I always appear a little bit taller, and I kind of make sure I wear those shoes specifically, especially date night. Would you understand this?
Well, yeah, he was under 6 feet.
Under 6 feet. So he's about 6 feet with the shoes, and he kind of enjoyed being a little bit taller. I do get a kind person, but I also get someone with a little bit of little bit quick to irritation, a little bit quick to almost anger. Would you understand that about his personality?
Yeah.
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 Because he does come through with a few apologies, actually. He wants you to understand that his upbringing, I feel, was very different from yours, and you didn't always necessarily understand some of his personality traits. Would you understand that?
Yes.
So his apologies are a little bit about his love languages, because he said he wasn't able always to give you the same type of love language that you deal in. He wasn't always able to express himself, but the love was very genuine and very deep. And he does want me to express that to you right now, that even though sometimes maybe you questioned it because of his personality, he wants to assure you that this was a real serious, loving connection. And I feel like you're not even in, like, he's making it like it's very important to tell you that, but I feel like you know that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I do know that.
Yes. He also misses you deeply. And I know it's very hard because they can visit us anytime they want to, but without being here in that human form, it's very difficult on us. And it's very difficult on him to watch you going through this. His mother is still alive. Would you understand that?
No, she's gone.
She is passed, and maybe it is possibly your mother then. He's bringing a mother in and saying that is kind of is that your mother?
My mother's still alive.
Yeah.
My great-grandmother is passed.
Okay. Well, it's more of a support thing. I think he's just saying, and sorry, I look away when I do this, so I'm not distracted. But he's just kind of bringing it in as a support system and saying that you aren't necessarily reaching out to people enough, and that he would love for you to get a little more involved and get outside more. He's actually kind of, are you being an introvert at the moment due to the situation?
Yeah, I haven't left the house.
Oh, okay. All right. And so he's just kind of saying, life is for the living. He loves you deeply. He apologizes for some of his gruff behavior. For some reason, he's harping on the fact that how much he deeply, deeply loved you and how much you deserve to be loved. And he wants you to keep going on. And he also does mention your support system, flowers, and I want to say there's a child, but I'm not sure if it's actually a child that is it might be a niece or a nephew, but just to bring these things back into your life to make you smile. He wants to make you smile. He says your smile is radiating.
Oh, okay.
All right, Chris, so we only have 60 seconds left, but thank you for sharing your fiance with me. I hope that they give you a little peace and a little bit of healing. I'm so sorry.
I had more answers, that's all.
Absolutely. He wishes that too. Did you say, do you wish you had more time, correct?
I wish I had more answers and more time. Of course, more time.
Okay. Our connection isn't wonderful, but you can always feel free to email me as well. Also, you can also always follow up with me on my website, which is soulcircle.vip. And complimentary, I would answer a few more questions for you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for sharing your life with me tonight.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. All right, everyone. Thank you for being here. And that was a very small, quick example of a mediumship reading with evidence. If you aren't getting evidence, it technically isn't a mediumship reading, in my opinion. So you have to be careful of what you're getting and what you're listening to and what you're believing.